Here come the Seahawks. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we begin tonight's game with a word of prayer, followed on the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray together. Father, thank you so much for your love and for your grace, for this beautiful weather you blessed us with tonight, and we thank you for the traveling mercies you've given everyone to get here tonight as well. Lord, we thank you for these guys, the talents you bless them with to play this game of football, and we ask, Lord, as they play tonight, that you'll keep them safe, allow them to play to the best of their ability. Pray also for our coaches and officials, you'll bless them, give them wisdom. And Lord, we do ask that everything that's said and done tonight will bring honor and glory to your name. For it's in your Son's name we pray. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game is officiated by the Southeastern Football Officials Association. Our referee is Mr. William Sabo. The umpire is Del White. The linesman, D'Angelo Spencer. The line judge, James Martin. The field judge, Chad Flukas. The side judge, Jonathan Wallace. Our back judge is Phil Stenstrom. Upstairs taking care of the clock tonight, Mr. M.D. Hunt.
In Hampton Roads, Virginia, I'm Jack Lowe, your play-by-play commentator, as the Norfolk Academy Bulldogs come in to face the 1-2 Atlantic Shore Seahawks. We welcome you all into Cova Sports TV tonight, as we've got a fun one for you today. The Atlantic Shore Seahawks won the toss. They elected to receive the opening kickoff. So we'll get a look at Coach Wayne Lance's offense to open up the game. Coming off of last week, the Seahawks losing 22-20 to Nansemond Suffolk Academy, where they lost in overtime. Very big catch to get the touchdown, but could not get the 2-point conversion. And Nansemond Suffolk, the winner last week. Meanwhile, Norfolk Academy coming in 2-0, have two very strong wins on the year over the likes of Currituck County and Hampton Roads Academy, 37-20 and 42-6, so pretty successful so far. And we'll see what they can bring tonight to the table here at the Sportsplex.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs, number 24, Henry Chesson. Back to receive for the Seahawks, number 12, Trace Williams, and number 7, Colin Williams.
Referee blows it dead, and they want to discuss something. Not too sure what this is about, but all of Hampton Roads kicking off Friday Night Lights at this moment. And Norfolk Academy going to huddle back up. Not entirely sure what this is about. In fact, an assumption I have, and I can't be 100% on this, the Atlantic Shore's coaching staff was not up to the press box yet. I wonder if they were waiting on them to get up there and signal that they were ready. They just got into the press box. Referee gives the A-OK whistle, and we're off. Kickoff by Henry Chesson, the junior running back and defensive back. And Atlantic Shore is taking over at their own 17-yard line is where they're going to start tonight. Very defensive battle last week. A lot of turnovers, a couple of fumbles, and a couple bad interceptions from quarterback Michael Lance. Speaking of Michael Lance, there he goes trotting out onto the field as he went down a couple times injured last week, but he seemed to be okay. And we're set to go. Atlantic Shores breaks the huddle. And here we go. Friday Night Lights from the Plex. Opens up with an Atlantic Shores drive. It'll be a shotgun, pretty bunched up formation. And this one getting handed off to the running back, and he is stuffed, nowhere to go. The defensive line all over him of Norfolk Academy. Trez Williams, the main running back for the Seahawks, had nowhere to go. In fact, he lost about 2 yards. Second down. Williams again going to be in the backfield with Michael Lance. Seahawks losing Chris Higgins last season, a big blow, him graduating. It's by far the most explosive piece for this Shores offense. Lance going to throw this one. It's going to be a receiver screen that's caught and ran a couple yards and pushed out of bounds. A flag will go up. I think that's going to be a late hit. Catching that one was, I believe, Jaden Gurley, and it was. So he got about halfway, not quite halfway to the first down marker, but that flag will be a late hit against the Bulldogs, meaning 15 yards and an automatic first down. Not a penalty you want to see if you are Norfolk Academy. So more of a pistol, more shotgun for Michael Lance as he continues the Seahawks offense. It's going to be a pitch to Trez Williams, who really has nowhere to go. Very interesting pitch. Lance kind of overthrew it to the backfield instead of kind of under-tossing it. Regardless, it's a loss of about 2. Second down and long. That's 2 first down plays in a row where it's a run and it gets absolutely blown up. Second and 12. 3 receivers, 2 on one side for the Seahawks. Out here on the bottom of your screen is Benjamin Salih, as well as Colin Williams. Williams had an impact last week. Lance is going to drop back, and he's going to throw, and that one is intercepted. It'll be Bulldogs' ball. Referees had to discuss a little bit. I had no clue if that thing hit the ground or not. Regardless, they call an interception, and that's interception number 1 on the day for Michael Lance, and not what you want to see if you're the Seahawks. So Norfolk Academy taking over with really good field position. They'll get it at the Seahawk 39. Not the worst read of all time by Michael Lance, just not the best throw either. He immediately goes to the sideline, grabs the tablet, wants to look it over. But meanwhile, here come the Bulldogs. Still get a chance to establish their offense pretty early in this one with just under 10.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Man's going to go in motion, and it'll be handed to him. That's going to be Reed Fox, and he'll have nowhere to go. Josh Long getting in there on the tackle. Quarterback for the Bulldogs, Davis Stedman, playing his final season in a Bulldogs uniform. 6'1", 200 pounds, pretty big for the high school level, as it'll be shotgun going in motion again. And this time will be a handoff to the running back. He has some room to go. There he goes. Clears a couple tacklers, and he's still on his feet. There he goes towards the end zone. Touchdown! Cortland Simmons gets into the end zone for the Bulldogs. Cortland Simmons says enough of this. I'm going to take it myself. Shed by a couple tacklers. Had great speed. And the sophomore running back making an impact early. So now an extra point attempt. Going to come from Henry Chesson. The left-footed kicker puts it up. And it is good. So an early 7-0 lead for Norfolk Academy after the Michael Lance interception. We've got more action coming with you in the first quarter here. Coming up after this, we'll take a quick timeout right here on Cova Sports TV.
The town story for me is really about connecting with our members in a way that's different from the other banks. What's consistently found at Town Bank? It's a company built on employees that really want to help make a difference in people's lives. From day one, this company was built on a culture of caring. A foundation has not changed. We're still built on caring and helping others.
At Town Bank, you'll find experienced bankers who are available, reachable, accessible, and have your best financial interests at heart. On or off the field, serving others, enriching lives is what we do. Call or visit townbank.com and find your banker today. It's a little pooch kickoff is still in, and the refs will mark it out of bounds, giving Atlantic Shores the ball. I wonder if that'd be a flag for kicking out of bounds. Not too sure the kind of ruling on that. Michael Lance kind of called for it, but I think it might have been touched. That might be why it's not called, but refs are discussing it with Coach Wayne Lance. Bulldog was trying to make a play, potentially get it recovered. Refs are still discussing this. It'll be Seahawk ball. No flag on the field. And so here comes the Seahawk offense.
33-yard line, so the Seahawks will begin this drive first and 10, on the 27. First and 10 Seahawks.
Seahawks getting their play call as they begin this second drive. First one ended pretty early off the Michael Lance pick. It'll be shotgun. Again, bunched up. The receivers really out wide, going in motion. Benjamin Saleh. Lance going to drop back, roll, and fire to Saleh. And a flag will come out. And I think that's going to either be a hold or a PI. It looks like it's going to be pass interference. So it'll be 15 yards for the Seahawks.
There's a flag on the play. Initial indications will be pass interference. That is indeed the call.
So a break there for Lance and the Seahawks. I don't know if the ball would have been catchable, but regardless, they'll get the first down. So another shotgun look for Lance. Checking the sideline. Going to his left side is Trez Williams, the running back. And this one's going to be pitched to Williams again. Look very similar to what they did in the first series. And again, same thing. Williams has nowhere to go. So second down and long. They lost about one on the play there. Lance going to drop back. He's going to take his dump off to Williams. Williams going to try and make a man miss, and he'll gain a couple yards, but not much more.
Michael Lance's pass complete to number 12, Trace Williams on the right-hand side. Tackle made by Thomas Newman. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 9.
So we've got 3rd and long. All by himself in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Lance drops back. And he's getting chased. Steps up in the pocket. And he will go down. The Norfolk Academy defensive line gets to Michael Lance. And out trots the punt team, trying to see exactly who got there. Looks like that's number 66, and that's Nathan Leonage getting the sack for the Bulldogs. So the Seahawks having a punt. And a bit of a high snap. Michael Lance goes to punt it. He'll get it off. Not the greatest punt. It'll go out of bounds. We're going to take a quick timeout as teams change defense and offense. We'll be right back after this.
From credentials to luggage tags, even time standards tags for competitive swimmers, Bag Tags creates durable and distinct functional sporting events tags that are not only used as a security measure, but are also treasured keepsakes, marking special moments and milestones in an athlete's competitive career. Bag Tag services some of the most notable sporting events across the country. Fully customizable, totally unique, and made in the USA. Visit bagtagsinc.com today.
We're back here live on Cova Sports TV as Norfolk Academy begins their second offensive drive, the read option. Breaking a tackle, there he goes, Davis Stedman with a nice little read option. Going to get about halfway to the first down marker. 2nd down and medium. Love to see the option get into play for Stedman. He broke a tackle. That guy is huge for a high school quarterback. Almost reminds you of like a Big Ben Roethlisberger, breaking sacks, breaking tackles. Tough to bring down. And still has the mobility, as a couple people going to go in motion. Gunnar Zimmerman and Trevor Coddington. And this snap, Stedman going to roll to his right, and a nice throw. Gunnar Zimmerman, and he's still on his feet and gets a great gain for a Bulldog first down, and a very efficient offense so far for the Bulldogs.
First down Bulldogs on the Seahawks 35.
So shotgun for Norfolk Academy. We got a flag coming on the field after a couple people go in motion, and it's going to be a false start, backing them up 5. I'll tell you, Atlantic Shore's down 7 right now. They're going to need to find an answer really soon, or it's going to be a tough day for them.
Repeat first down.
So it'll be 1st and 15 after the penalty. Shotgun, this one hit it, and the ball is dropped by the running back. That is Parks Andrews, and he will lose some yardage on the play, and finally something going well for the Seahawks defense, and that's going to be about a 4-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 19. It's almost double where they would have had to be. Shotgun. Stedman gonna hand it off once again. Same back, that's Parks Andrews. And Andrews still fighting his way forward. A great run to get him all the way back to just past the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and long, but not quite as long as they had to go. There's a Rossman coming into the game for Sean Salee for the Seahawks. As Atlantic Shores, not sure what kind of defense they're going to roll out here. If they're going to try and bring pressure, maybe lay back a bit. I'd imagine some pressure is going to get sent from Coach Wayne Lance here. They're showing only 3 defensive linemen, actually. Let's see how many linebackers they want to bring down, if any. In motion, Trevor Quaddington. Stedman going to drop back, and he's going to throw it to Simmons, who already has the 1 touchdown. He breaks 1 tackle, but he won't break the 2nd. Or he will. He's still on his feet, but Seahawks are all over him. And a stop for the Seahawks, making it 3 and out. Let's see what the Bulldogs want to do.
Well defended by the Seahawks. It's led by number 6, Josh Sibley. No gain on the play. 4th and 8.
And looks like they're going to go for it. It's going to be 4th and about 8. Stedman in the shotgun. He puts a man in motion. And we got jumping. That might go against the defensive side, and it will. And now that's a 4th and very manageable. That's exactly what you don't want if you're Coach Wayne Lance of the Seahawks.
5-yard penalty. 4th and 3.
So 5 yards upwards, making it 4th and about 3. Let's see what the Bulldogs do now. Man goes in motion. And we got movement again. And this will also go against the defense. So there you have it. A 4th down conversion off of 2 offsides penalties. Simply from putting a man in motion and drawing the Seahawks offsides. And how about that? Don't even have to worry about going in your bag for 4th down.
5-yard penalty will give the Bulldogs a 1st down.
So this one going to be handed off, Parks Andrews. Andrews fighting his way forward, still going, surrounded by Seahawks and Bulldogs. And he'll be just short of the 1st down marker, 2nd down in inches. An update out of Newport News, Virginia. Hampton leading over Menchville 7-0 late in the 1st quarter over there at Todd Stadium. Marcus Chapman Jr. completed a 13-yard pass to Davion Perry for the touchdown. 5 plays, 62 yards in 1 minute 21 seconds for Hampton, as this is a screen pass and drilled down. Look at the tackle. Josh Sibley, the small receiver, driving the running back down. That was Andrews. It's incredible to see Sibley drag someone down like that with his size. Also an update out of Chesapeake. Nansman River has a 7-0 lead over Grassfield. Nansman River looking dangerous this year in that southeastern district. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Got some transfers as well, J. Mari Parker being one of them. Man goes in motion for the Bulldogs. And Stedman going to roll to his right. Throws complete. Reed Fox. Fox fighting his way forward. Will get the 1st down and be marked down at about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Bulldogs.
Number 5, Reed Fox. It's knocked out of bounds by number 15, Caitlin Curry. 1st and goal, Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs trying to get in. This one handed off to Andrews. Andrews fighting his way forward. And will get into the end zone for a touchdown. A 2-possession lead very early for the Bulldogs. So the extra point try is pending. So the extra point is up and sails through the uprights. So Norfolk Academy taking a very quick 14-0 lead over Atlantic Shores. And we'll get to the next kickoff and next possession coming right up after this, right here on Cova Sports TV.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Big thanks to CHKD Sports Medicine being one of the biggest sponsors here on Cova Sports TV and at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Trainers are always out here to help out at these events. As Norfolk Academy leads Atlantic Shores so far tonight, 14-0 is your score, as this one going deep, a much deeper kickoff than last time, and fielded by Colin Williams. Williams is going to try and find a lane, and he will be brought down past the 25-yard line and about to the 28. Not bad starting field position for the Seahawks.
Second with the Bulldogs involved in the tackle. And with that, the Seahawks will begin this drive with ball spotted on their own 28, first and 10.
So the Seahawks starting on their own 28. It'll be shotgun for Michael Lance. Lance is going to drop back, and he's getting chased. He'll fire it to Trez Williams, the running back, at the dump-off. Williams has some room to go. We'll try and get the edge, and he'll be brought down after gaining about 3 to 4 yards. Lance was pressured that time. That's where if they kept the stats in high school, they'd call that a QB hurry, as they do in college and professional football. He's second down at about 6. They'll give him 4 on the play. Seahawks trying to get something going. This one handed off to Williams, and Williams has had nothing tonight. That time he got positive yard. He got about a yard, maybe 2. Williams was really good against Xander Suffolk last week, but Bulldog defense has been all over him. So it'll be 3rd down for the Seahawks. About 4 yards to go. And I expect pressure from the Bulldog defense here. We got 3 defensive linemen lined up, and we'll get a timeout, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Your score, Norfolk Academy 14, Atlantic Shores 0. So we'll come back with the second quarter of action and more right here on Cova Sports TV after this.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
We're back here live on Cova Sports TV for the second quarter. Norfolk Academy leads 14-0. I'm Jack Lowe, your play-by-play commentator, alongside Lucas Ponce, our camera operator today, as that wide receiver screen is blown up by the Bulldog defense on third down. So that'll bring up fourth down and the punting unit for the Seahawks.
Bring up fourth down for the Seahawks. Back to punt, number 5, Micah Lance.
Lance back to punt.
For the Bulldogs, number 1, Cortland Simmons.
Always a late sub coming in for Atlantic Shores when they punt. Coming in really late, Eric Scott, as Lance looks to get this one off. Bulldogs coming after him. He'll get it off, and it'll be much better than last time. And a fair catch signal for and gotten by Cortland Simmons.
Fair catch from Cortland Simmons. And the Bulldogs begin this drive with a ball spotted on their own 38.
So the Bulldog offense leads by 14 as they get into this possession, looking to extend it. As they'll start out shotgun trips to the left. This looks like a dangerous formation. I tell you, the Seahawks only have 2 defensive backs on that side. Now the man's going to go in motion, so it won't matter. As Stedman's going to drop back, and he's looking to run. He's got people in his way, and he will take off. He is so big and tough to bring down, as he'll fall just short of the first down marker. In fact, they're going to move the chains, I think. Yeah, they will. First down. Bit of a generous spot, I think, but regardless, a great run from Stedman.
First down, Bulldogs.
So shotgun once again. Like I said earlier, I compared him to Big Ben Roethlisberger. He can get on the move, and it's tough to bring him down, as this one is ran, and a good run at that. Jay McCaw looked like.
Trace Williams pushes him out of bounds after a gain of about 8 on the play.
A great point, by the way, from one of our viewers and commenters, Ricardo Grant. Rico Suave, good to see you out there. Good run. Could have been more if play moved out the way. Yeah, his running back was in the way. I think it was Cortland Simmons was in the way. He couldn't get him out the way and kind of slowed down the run. Stedman throws this one and caught by River Conley. Conley has some good room to go and a great reception for another first down. They'll get him to about the Seahawk 35-yard line.
First down, Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs, once again, shotgun, man goes in motion. They'll give it to him. That's Jay McCaw once again. And he'll get some good yardage, man. I'll tell you, this Bulldog offense is very efficient. Not really any standalone playmakers, I'd say, at receiver that are just going to go up there and take over the game. What they're great at, though, their offensive line is consistent, strong. They've got a great quarterback in Davis Stedman. And the running back room is just outstanding. They're getting everybody involved, receivers and running backs. Very efficient offense, and you like to see that at the high school game, whereas now it's just fireworks. Big plays left and right, interceptions, as this is going to be a receiver screen to Jay McCaw, who got positive yardage, maybe about the same. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and short. Third and about 2 at that. Norfolk Academy looking to pour on. I'd imagine this is 4-down territory as it's quads to the right. 4 receivers on the right. There goes a man in motion. Atlantic Shore is all confused. And this one kept by Stedman on the read option. He gets thrown down hard, but not before picking up the first down. Davis Stedman having himself a day so far.
Brad Colbeck on the tackle. First down, Bulldogs.
First down, Norfolk Academy. Wow, how about Davis Stedman so far in this one? 8.5 minutes playing the second quarter. NA up by 14. Shotgun. 2 receivers out to the right. Atlantic Shore's going to shift their defensive line. They've handed off Simmons, Cortland Simmons, who had the explosive run of the opening drive, a late flag coming in. And I'm thinking this is going to be a hold on the offense is my best guess. We'll see. And it will be a hold against the offense. That'll get brought back a little bit.
That will be a 10-yard penalty for the point of infraction and repeat first down.
So repeat first down. Cortland Simmons in that opening drive was so good on the second play of the game for Norfolk Academy. He took the rush very far to the end zone. So we'll get trips to the right for the Bulldogs. Stedman going to roll to his right. And he'll throw. Pass is complete to Thomas Newman. First time I've called his name tonight.
Davis Stevens pass complete to number 3, Thomas Newman over the right-hand side. Kellen Williams on the tackle.
Second down, about 10. They got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looking in on the play. 2nd and 10. Excuse me, there was a 10-yard
Update out of Virginia Beach. Kempsville leading 7-0 over Bayside at the end of the first quarter. Lake Taylor trying to make a comeback on their season. They lead deep run 13-0 at the end of the first as Stedman going to drop back and fire. And that one's incomplete all over the Seahawks defense. Was Reed Fox for Norfolk Academy. Sibley was there on the coverage. Maury, by the way, playing Bishop McNamara tonight out of Maryland. Another one of those out-of-state matchups, and you really root for the 757. Maury has a 6-0 lead over Bishop McNamara. That's at Maryland, by the way. That's at the end of the first quarter, so best of luck to the Commodores. 2-time, 3-time defending state champs. Western Branch has a 7-0 lead over Hickory, Salem leads Lansdowne 7-0. Trips to the left, man going in motion, Gunnar Zimmerman. Snap, Stedman gonna throw all the way to the near side. Thomas Newman, where he'll be brought down short of the first down marker. They'll get to about the 15. We have a flag on the field. Let's see what this is. Referee's discussing. Trying to give the white hat what they saw. And they're going to waive the penalty off. So a successful play. And it'll be 4th and short. 4th and about a yard. So decision time once again for the Bulldogs. They could go up 3 possessions with a field goal. But it looks like they're going to leave the offense out there. So pistol look. Big play. And we got jumping on the Seahawks defensive line once again. I think this is going to go against the defense. This will be the 3rd time on 4th down, and it will, where the Seahawks jump off sides. And a 1st down for Norfolk Academy. And if you're Coach Moninger trying to call plays for 4th down, it's quite simple. Call freeze every time. Seahawks jumping off sides and making it easy for you. Six and a half minutes to play in the second quarter. So we thank all of you for joining us here tonight on Cova Sports TV. Pistol look, man will go in motion. That's Sean Duffy. And this one handed off, and a head full seam towards the goal line. Not quite going to get there. Cortland Simmons, excuse me. He'll get to the 1 yard line, the half yard line at that. So they'll give him to the 1. 2nd down and goal. Bulldogs getting their play call. You can see looking like a college team out there. You look at the Bulldogs sideline, you have 3 play callers making hand motions. They'll go pistol. And Sedman going to take it himself, and he'll be thrown down. Good job by the Seahawks defensive line not getting fooled. 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line. In fact, he lost a yard there. So he'll go from the 2. .5:11 and running on the clock. Shotgun. Stedman, what's he got? Next to his side, Cortland Simmons. He'll give it to Simmons. Simmons fights into the end zone, and the touchdown for Norfolk Academy. They're going to have a hold a 3-possession lead with 4 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And so the extra point pending as NA holding a very early lead over Atlantic Shores. Seahawks not able to get anything going offensively and defensively. Defensively, they've had a couple 3rd downs they've held, but have jumped off sides on 4th down. The extra point is good. So 21-0, Norfolk Academy leads. We've got more action coming your way. We're going to take another timeout and be right back here in just a moment on Cova Sports TV. Chicho's your way. 9 locations and counting in Virginia Beach and all across Hampton Roads. Come for the food, stay for the experience. Chicho's, food, family fun. Be sure to go check out your nearest Chicho's. Excellent pizza. They got 99-cent wing nights on Wednesdays. You don't want to miss any of the action as that one caught and fair catch called by Kaylin Curry, the sophomore. Definitely want to go check out the nearest Chicho's. Excellent pizza, must I say. Go with the pepperoni, the cheese, got the others as well.
First and 10 Seahawks on their own 30-yard line.
And so the Seahawks, with 4 minutes, 48 seconds remaining, will look to see what they can do to close out this half, see if they could at least put some points on the board. I'm sure that's all what Coach Wayne Lance wants to see at this point in the game, as it's gotten out of hand pretty quickly. 3 possessions, not over yet, but you got to get something here. Lance going to throw to Trez Williams on the side. Williams has some room to go. There he goes across the midfield stripe, and some room to go into Bulldog territory, and a nice reception and run for Trez Williams, who finally gets something going for himself and the Seahawks. So a first down, he'll come out the game and get himself a breather. Very long reception, as the Seahawks they'll mark him at about the Bulldog 37-38. Is this one handed off, and another nice run, but the ball comes loose. But all over it, it looks like it was picked up by Eric Scott. That run by Bradford Johnson Colbank, who was a great run, very explosive, but sometimes what happens when you come out that explosive, you don't have as good ball security, and it showed there. So 2nd and 1. And we got confusion all over the field for both sides, the officials, and they're trying to get the chain set over there on the opposing side at the top of your screen. It's now a bunched up formation for the Seahawks as they move quick. This one once again going to Johnson Colbank, who gets a nice gain about halfway to the first down marker. 2nd down and medium, just over 4 minutes playing the second quarter. If I'm the Seahawks, I don't know if I'd go as up-tempo now, only because I would try and make this the last possession of the half. I wouldn't want the Bulldogs to get another chance with the ball, but that's just me. There's a reason why I'm up here. Lance going to give it again to Colbank. He gets another nice quality gain towards the first down marker. It looks like they're going to mark him just short. Maybe, no, they will move the chains. First down Seahawks. Bradford Johnson Colbank looking good. Didn't get much run last week against Nansman Suffolk, but here he is now. 3:40 and running to go. So Lance going to throw this one to Colbank, and he's not able to reel that one in. So it'll be 2nd down and long. That stops the clock. 3:11 to go. But with that being said about the up-tempo, that's kind of how the Seahawks like to run their offense. When they're being successful, they are running up-tempo, especially last year. You saw that a lot with the firepower their offense had with Chris Higgins. Get a completion, go, go, go. And they would move quick. Second quarter, 3:11 to go. Lance going to drop back. He's going to throw over the middle, and it's dropped. Bit of a voice crack there for myself. Very dangerous throw. It looked like he was targeting Colbank, Johnson Colbank once again. It's going to be 3rd and long. Lance hasn't thrown across the middle much tonight, and when he does, it's pretty dangerous sometimes. 3rd and long. I'm sure Lance does not want to settle for a field goal. Just over 3 minutes playing the second quarter. Shotgun. Lance is going to drop back, and he's got a man open. That's complete. Colin Williams, who will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Their first score of the night, courtesy of a Colin Williams reception touchdown. Great concept for Coach Wayne Lance, hitting the out route, and he had nothing but green turf in front of him. So Seahawks going to get set for their extra point. So, or no, they're going to go for 2. The Seahawks are going to go for 2. Shotgun look, Lance alongside Johnson Colbank. Lance going to drop back, and he's going to throw the passes incomplete. It's dropped. And the 2-point try for Shores is unsuccessful, so they will trail by 15. With that, we're going to take another quick timeout before we wrap up this first half right here on Cova Sports TV.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
We're back here live on Cova Sports TV. After Atlantic Shores went down and scored their first touchdown of the night, offense looked pretty good there, up-tempo. But now, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half, they're going to have to make a defensive stop before we go to half, as that kickoff is bobbled and still on the ground, but finally picked up by Henry Chesson. Ironically enough, the kicker for the Bulldogs. So Norfolk Academy taking over at their own 33-yard line, I'll give it. Be a shotgun look. Man going in motion. And then coming back. Stedman will hand it off to the running back. There he goes, some room to go, and finally brought down. Parks Andrews once again with a nice run, getting the first down. Eric Scott on the tackle. Chains getting set as the clock starts running once again. Shotgun. And Stedman going to keep this one himself, and he'll fight forward for about a yard. One of the better jobs by the Seahawks to bring down Stedman early. Second down and 9. And moving quick, Stedman going to keep it himself again. This time, he has a lot more steam ahead of him and still fighting his way forward. In fact, I don't know if that was Stedman. It looked like it might have been Parks Andrews. And it was on the direct snap. So Andrews got that one. And it will be a first down. Just under 2 minutes to play and running in this first half. Stedman. Backfield next to Parks Andrews. And we'll get a timeout called by Coach Wayne Lance and the Seahawks. We'll take one with them and hear from Vault Athletics. We'll be back after this on Cova Sports TV. We're back here live on Cova Sports TV. Norfolk Academy leads this one 21-6 as a timeout was just taken by Coach Wayne Lance of the Seahawks with 1:43 seconds remaining. So shotgun look, man going in motion and handed off. And electing to run the ball, that's Parks Andrews is the Bulldogs. 90 seconds remain in this first half. Second down and 7, as I'm sure they want to get on the board here before the end of the half. Would be huge. They hold a 15-point lead, so just getting 3 would push the lead to 3 possessions. Stedman going to drop back, and that one knocked down. And look at the defensive effort from Benjamin Salih.
Nice defensive play from Ben Salih, knocking down
One of the 2 Salih brothers. He's the sophomore. Sean Salee is actually in 8th grade playing on this roster. So good for him, and he's getting some playing time as well.
3rd and 7.
We'll get 3rd and 7 and a pivotal play here if the Seahawks want to keep this game in relative range. The Bulldogs will receive the second half kickoff. Shotgun and rolling to the left is Stedman, and he's going to throw, and that pass is complete. Thomas Newman. So a first down, and the Bulldogs are moving quick. The clock will stop for the chains to get moving. And there goes the clock, 56 seconds and running. Stedman, shotgun. And he will take it himself. Stedman has some room to go. Flag comes out. In fact, that's Cortland Simmons. And Simmons still fighting all the way to the 1-yard line. We'll check the flag. Cortland Simmons was at quarterback there. Let's see what the flag is. And it will be a hold against the offense. So that'll bring that back a little bit as 39 seconds remain. So I'm sure the clock will get moving before the play, I think. Right on the ref's signal, I would expect. There goes the clock. 38 seconds. Bulldogs got to move quick. I believe they still have all 3 timeouts. And 28 seconds. That clock is moving quick. They've got to go. I don't know if they know the clock's moving. Stedman gonna head off. It's gonna be a flea flicker. Stedman looking towards the end zone. And the ball is caught for the Bulldog touchdown. Or no, the referee is gonna mark it incomplete. Wow. I think it was Reed Fox who caught it. 9 seconds remain. It's gonna be, we'll get a timeout called by the Bulldogs. They marked it incomplete. The cameramen over there that got it are looking at it, but regardless of what they see, the referees decided incomplete. There's no way that us in the booth could see from up here if that was completed or not. Regardless, timeout called. We'll keep it right here. A very interesting play. I'll tell you, you don't see the flea flicker very often. It's pretty exciting when you do. And a very good pass and a great job by Reed Fox to come back to the ball. Just unfortunate that that hit the ground. So teams talking it over as it's going to be 2nd down and real long. 2nd down and 20 with 9 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and long, 9 seconds remain. This one has to go at least half the distance, I'd say, and then the next one might need to go to the end zone, unless you get a quick play off. Man going in motion, Stedman gonna fake it. He's stepping into it, gonna throw, and the pass is dropped. Dropped by Parks Andrews. 2 seconds remain, so they'll get one more play. I doubt this is field goal range for Henry Chesson, the kicker. Will get a timeout called by Norfolk Academy to talk it over. I doubt it's field goal range for Chesson. There's 2 seconds remain from the 29-yard line. As teams are going to talk it over. I imagine a Hail Mary is going to get thrown up But when you're at the 29, you don't necessarily have to throw a Hail Mary like your traditional throw it up and see who comes down with it. You can design a play to try and get a receiver open, maybe even a running back, and throw a couple decoys out there. So we'll see what they want to do. I'm sure Atlantic Shores will be playing back, and they are. More of a man up 3 deep kind of look. I'll tell you what, they got a lot of people in the box. They've got 6 in the box, showing like they're going to bring it. I wonder if they're going to drop back in coverage, though, and they will. Fake. Stedman going to throw deep. It's caught. Andrews will be brought down short of the end zone. Parks Andrews couldn't get in, but a great effort as Stedman hit Andrews. And that'll do it for the first half. Atlantic Shores with a sigh of relief, not giving up the touchdown before the half. Norfolk Academy leads this one 21-6 as we head to halftime. So we'll be back with you with more action the second half, some looks around the area, and more when we come back after this on Cova Sports TV.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What does happiness mean to you?
Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Everyone's getting toasted at Jimmy John's. I mean, sandwiches.
It's 757 Saturday Sports Talk with Matt Hatfield and the one and only Coach Ed Young, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Cova Sports TV. From high school football and basketball to the NFL, MLB, college sports, and the NBA, if it's making headlines, they are breaking it down. Bold takes, big-time guests, and a few laughs, especially at the expense of that basketball coach, Ed Young. Catch it on Cox TV and your view, and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube at Cova Sports TV.
From credentials to luggage tags, even time standards tags for competitive swimmers, Bag Tags creates durable and distinct functional sporting events tags that are not only used as a security measure, but are also treasured keepsakes, marking special moments and milestones in an athlete's competitive career. Bag Tag services some of the most notable sporting events across the country. Fully customizable, totally unique, and made in the USA. Visit bagtagsinc.com today.
Yes!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Wait.
First down. Let's go.
Touchdown, Texas! Any gate can be a tailgate.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us. And the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
The town story for me is really about connecting with our members in a way that's different from the other banks. What's consistently found at Town Bank, it's a company built on employees that really want to help make a difference in people's lives. From day one, this company was built on a culture of caring. A foundation has not changed. We're still built on caring and helping others.
it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Boom, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What does happiness mean to you? Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Everyone's getting toasted at Jimmy John's. I mean, sandwiches.
Welcome back to the matchup between Atlantic Shores and Norfolk Academy here on Cova Sports TV, as we are just moments away from the second half kicking off, as Norfolk Academy leads this one 21-6 over the Seahawks. So kickoff for the second half will be received by Norfolk Academy in just about 2 minutes. So we're going to take one more timeout. We'll be back with the second half and more after this on Cova Sports TV. It's 757 Saturday Sports Talk with Matt Hatfield and the one and only Coach Ed Young, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Cova Sports TV. From high school football and basketball to the NFL, MLB, college sports, and the NBA, if it's making headlines, they are breaking it down. Bold takes, big-time guests, and a few laughs, especially at the expense of that basketball coach, Ed Young. Catch it on Cox TV and your view, and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube at Cova Sports TV.
From credentials to luggage tags, even time standards tags for competitive swimmers, Bag Tags creates durable and distinct functional sporting events tags that are not only used as a security measure, but are also treasured keepsakes, marking special moments and milestones in an athlete's competitive career. Bag Tag services some of the most notable sporting events across the country. Fully customizable, totally unique, and made in the USA. Visit bagtagsinc.com today.
Yes!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Wait.
First down. Let's go.
Touchdown, Texas!
Any gate can be a tailgate.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
John's Tax Service is a proud community supporter of local youth sports, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years. We're the best thanks to you, John's Tax Service. So we welcome you back here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, home of CHKD Sports Medicine, as the Bulldogs of Norfolk Academy lead Atlantic Shores 21-6 as we kick off the second half. So Atlantic Shores looking to kick this one off. Kicking off for them, number 65. We're missing 65 on the roster. Regardless, taken, and here goes the kick return for Norfolk Academy. There he goes, Reed Fox, one man to beat, and he'll be brought down. Eric Scott brings him down, and an excellent field position for the Bulldogs to begin the second half. By the way, some updates around the area. Lake Taylor at the half leads Deep Runs 19-7. Some more updates. Western Branch leads Hickory at the half 27-7. Green Run leads over Princess Anne 42-0 at the half. 42 points in one half for the Green Run Stallions as they are looking as good as ever. Ocean Lakes leads Tallwood 7-6 at half. You'd expect a bigger lead from them. 3-yard gain on the play for the Bulldogs. Lafayette leads New Kent 28-0. Cox leads First Colonial 39-0 late in the second quarter. War Hill out of Williamsburg leads Jamestown 26-0. Salem leads Kempsville 14-7 as this handoff is going. There goes Stedman to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And a 2-play drive leads the Bulldogs down the field very quickly after the long kick return. And they're going to lead 27-6 with an extra point pending. If they hit this, it'll be a 22-point game. Extra point is up and is good. So look at that very quick start for Norfolk Academy, coming out of the half hot as they lead 28-6. We'll come back with more after this right here on Cova Sports TV.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Back here live on Cova Sports TV as the Bulldogs lead this one 28-6. Just a minute into the third quarter. Had a great kick return and then took 2 plays as this is going to be an onside kick kicked out of bounds. I don't know if it was meant to be. All three officials throwing out their flags on that side. So something tells me this will be a kick out of bounds penalty. So Atlantic Shores actually getting pretty good field position. Didn't look like Atlantic Shores was very prepared for it, as they kind of just watched it go out of bounds. So the Shores going to start past the midfield stripe. In fact, at the Bulldog 49-yard line. So here come the Seahawks with their first offensive drive. Michael Lance had a nice drive late in that first half to get the Seahawks on the board. They're going to need a lot more of those this half if they want to compete. Man goes in motion. Lance drops back, and he will take his dump off. That's Benjamin Salih. He makes a man miss. Still on his feet, still fighting for yards. He'll be pushed out of bounds right around that 40-yard line. So good job by Salih getting about a yard short of the first down marker. Or in fact, they're going to mark him at the 39, so very close. They will move the chains. First down Seahawks. A bit generous. And Josh Sibley getting his first touch of the game, as the touch pass is going to lose the Seahawks a yard. I'm surprised. Sibley has not been very involved offensively. He's had a couple tackles defensively, made a couple nice plays. One of the best, if not the best receiver, probably the best receiver of the Seahawks receiver corps. Second down and long. I'd like to mention also in action tonight, while it is Friday Night Lights, as Trez Williams takes this one. Williams has a great explosive run, gets past the first down marker. First down, Seahawks. Also going on, not just Friday Night Lights tonight, but at the half right now, college football, number 22 ranked Indiana holds a 45-point lead over Indiana State as Atlantic Shores moves quick. This one thrown and dropped by receiver Jaden Gurley. Yeah, on the Big Ten Network, Indiana leads 45-0 over Indiana State. Hoosiers not having any trouble. A couple other teams in action as well. Syracuse leads big over Colgate 31-3 late in the second quarter on ACC Network. Lance throws this one over the head of Ben Salee. Colorado, 1-1 on the year, trails to Houston 10-0 as Houston has the ball at the end of the first quarter. As the post-Shedeur Sanders era, not looking so good for Coach Deion Sanders so far. And more games to be played tonight at 9 o'clock, starting to be Kansas State, Arizona. After that, New Mexico, UCLA. Those are some college football games going on. Of course, we've got a lot of high school games happening around Hampton Roads. As Lance is going to throw this one in, it's going to be intercepted. Moving down the sideline, makes a man miss. There he goes, Jacob Dyer. Breaks another tackle, and finally pushed out of bounds by Colin Williams. And a big turnover forced by the Bulldogs. While there's just over 9 minutes to play in the third quarter, if the Bulldogs score here, it could potentially be a dagger. What a play by Dyer to read the eyes of Lance there. And another turnover for quarterback Michael Lance. Second interception of the night. And the Bulldogs are hyped on the sideline over there. So how about Norfolk Academy looking to improve to 3-0 on the year potentially? Stedman in the pistol look. Puts a man in motion and hands it off. Parks Andrews gaining a nice gain of about 5 or so yards. Phoebus out of Newport News leads Denby 28-7. Smithfield up on Bruton up in Williamsburg 21-0. Cox at the half leads FC 39-0. Hampton drilling Menchville 34-0 late second quarter. As this one not going anywhere for the Bulldogs.
Reed Fox on the carry. Initial contact made by Ben Salee. No gain on the play. 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Stedman going to roll to the right after the play fake. Throws and wide open into the end zone to Gunnar Zimmerman for the Bulldog touchdown. The Bulldogs all over the Seahawks tonight as they are looking good. 34-6 is your score with the extra point pending. So the extra point from Norfolk Academy incoming. PAT goes up. And it'll be no good. So it'll be 34-6. And we'll take another timeout here on Cova Sports TV as Norfolk Academy all over the Seahawks right now. We'll be back after this.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
We're back here live on Cova Sports TV. Norfolk Academy all over the Seahawks tonight. This kickoff is received and taken by Brody Beasley, I believe that is. And he'll get it up to about the Seahawk 30-yard line. So the Seahawks, I'm sure, just looking to try and find a way to put points up on the board at this point. As they trail by 28. This handoff, Trez Williams, nowhere to go. The defensive line of Norfolk Academy all over Trez Williams. Look at the dogs eat. Second and long.
No gain on the play, second and 10.
That Bulldog defensive front seven has been outstanding all night so far. Getting pressure on Michael Lance, being all over the run game for the most part. As this one is Johnson Colbank, who actually gets a great gain on the play. Going to be short of the first down marker by about a yard. We'll get 3rd and 1.
Fights his way forward for a gain of about 9 on the play. 3rd and 1.
Shotgun look for Lance with Trez Williams to his right. Or that's not Williams, that's Johnson Colbank, who he hands it off to. And once again, the Bulldogs defensive line. Grant Merrily all over the running back for the Seahawks. The 265-pound senior playing his final season in a Bulldog uniform. 4th and about 4. And the offense going to stay out there. A bit of confusion between Michael Lance and his father. Lance drops back, throws, and that ball is knocked away, incomplete. The defensive effort from Trevor Coddington, and a turnover on downs. I tell you, Norfolk Academy looks really good tonight. The defense and then the offensive efficiency has been excellent.
And the Bulldogs will take over on downs. 1st and 10 on the Seahawk 36.
Seahawk 36 yard line is where the Bulldogs take over. Stedman's going to roll to his left and throw, and that ball is dropped by Kieran Folk. A lot of seniors on this Bulldog roster, by the way, that are making an impact tonight. Gunnar Zimmerman being one of them, tight end linebacker. Thomas Newman, Stedman, the quarterback, Reed Fox, Kieran Folk. Sean Duffy's actually in his junior year. Other seniors, Jacob Dyer, who had the interception earlier. A lot of seniors making an impact tonight. Stedman's been really good, the quarterback, as Duffy goes in motion. This will be handed to the sophomore running back, Cortland Simmons, who's also had a very good night. Look at the explosiveness as he fights his way forward past the first down marker.
Cortland Simmons on the carry. First down Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs looking to extend their lead even more. This one headed off. Cortland Simmons has some room to go, and he is going to beat out all the Seahawk defenders. Or no, they'll mark him short. I'm not entirely sure about that call. Regardless, a very good run, getting all the way to the Seahawk 1 yard line.
Pushed out of bounds around the 1 yard line by Trace Williams.
Trez Williams getting the benefit of that call. And so now it'll just be 1st and goal from the 1. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Bulldogs get in pretty quickly here. Stedman's going to hand it off to Simmons, who will be marked short. The Seahawk defensive line trying to make a stand.
Cortland Simmons up the middle, stopped just shy of the goal line.
Just shy of the goal line. Second and goal. Stedman drops back. Makes one man miss. Makes another miss, but he will be brought down ultimately by the Seahawk defensive line. A mixture of Josh Long and trying to see who that other D lineman was. It looks like, and it is, it's Benjamin Salee. 6'2" for a sophomore, by the way. Mountain of a man for that age. 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks have a chance to make the stand here after that loss. Shotgun. More of a pistol look. Stedman gonna hand it to the receiver, who has all the room in the world to get into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. River Conley getting the touchdown for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs pour it on. 40-6 is your score with the extra point pending once again. So the extra point is up, and this time will be good. Henry Chesson makes the extra point, and Norfolk Academy leads 41-6. We'll take another timeout and be back after this on Cova Sports TV.
It's 757 Saturday Sports Talk with Matt Hatfield and the one and only Coach Ed Young, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Cova Sports TV. From high school football and basketball to the NFL, MLB, college sports, and the NBA, if it's making headlines, they are breaking it down. Bold takes, big-time guests, and a few laughs, especially at the expense of that basketball coach, Ed Young. Catch it on Cox TV and your view, and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube at Cova Sports TV.
We're back here live on Cova Sports TV. Norfolk Academy holds a 35-point lead over the Atlantic Shore Seahawks. I don't exactly remember what the rule is for a running clock, but we're close to it. It might be about 35 points. And it is, so the clock is a running clock now. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remain in the third quarter. So until Atlantic Shore scores again, it'll be a running clock. As that return getting past the 30-yard line and up to actually about exactly the 30-yard line, it looks. By the way, 757 Saturday Sports Talk, you don't want to miss it tomorrow morning with Hatfield and the coach, Ed Young. All their funny shenanigans from covering the high school sports, covering high school football tonight. I'm not sure which game Hatfield is at, by the way. I'll need to find that out for you. But they've got everything you need with local sports coverage, as well as a lot of talk about college football, what's going on in the area there, and the NFL. And once we get to the wintertime, high school hoops is returning soon as Coach Ed Young got himself a new job coaching over at Smithfield High School. Exciting opportunity for him as Lance drops back, and he's going to throw this one complete. And a small little gain there for Josh Sibley. You don't want to miss any of it. Tune in probably about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning right here on Cova Sports TV, 757 Saturday Sports Talk. It looks like, is this one handed off? And there goes Johnson Colbank with a nice gain and a first down. I think Matt Hatfield might be at that Maury Bishop McNamara game tonight. So he's getting an exciting one tonight, as that one's at the half right now. As we got a running clock. As this one fighting for yards.
Quick pass out to Josh Sibley on the right-hand side. He's pushed out of bounds by number 26, James Teddy. Gain of 7 on the play.
Second and short for the Seahawks. Smithfield, by the way, I mentioned getting their new basketball coach and Coach Ed Young. As Lance throws this one, a good throw, just not able to be caught by Benjamin Salee. But Smithfield football, on the other hand, dominating Bruton High School tonight. They lead 28-0. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remain in the third quarter in that one. Lafayette continues their dominance over New Kent, 35-0. Pocosin up on tab, 14-10, a nice little rivalry there getting played. Essex leads King William 38-6. And at the half, Hampton up on Menchville at Todd Stadium 40-0. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Norfolk Academy leads 41-6. So that'll wrap up this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming your way and more. We'll get you right back here on the action just after this on Cova Sports TV.
From credentials to luggage tags, even time standards tags for competitive swimmers, Bag Tags creates durable and distinct functional sporting events tags that are not only used as a security measure, but are also treasured keepsakes, marking special moments and milestones in an athlete's competitive career. Bag Tag services some of the most notable sporting events across the country. Fully customizable, totally unique, and made in the USA. Visit bagtagsinc.com today.
Yes!
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Wait.
First down. Let's go.
Any gate can be a tailgate.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
We're back here live on Cova Sports TV. Norfolk Academy establishing their dominance over Atlantic Shores as they lead 41-6 as we have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and short for the Seahawks as they continue their drive into the fourth quarter. Lance takes the snap, gives it to Johnson Colbank. And is Matt, look at the defensive line for the Bulldogs. A mix of Gunnar Zimmerman. And I missed the other name. I think Luke Owens might have been in there. It was a whole mixture of guys. Shotgun Lance. 4th and 1. Or 4th and about 2. Lance is going to pitch it to Johnson Colbank, who loses it. And I don't know who picked it up, but it's not going to matter as it's a turnover on downs. It looks like Norfolk Academy did pick it up. Right there was Evan O'Boyle. And now Norfolk Academy going to get the ball at the Atlantic Shores, or right at the midfield stripe, I think. Maybe just a bit before.
Ball came loose on the pitch, and the Bulldogs there to recover. Norfolk Academy will begin this drive 1st and 10 on their own 48.
And a big-time run here, breaking through. Henry Chesson.
Henry Chesson on the carry. Trace Williams on the tackle. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Shotgun for Stedman. 9:50 and running. And handed off. And still fighting for yards. Henry Chesson again. Back-to-back plays. 1st down. Clock's going to stop for a penalty.
Henry Chesson on the carry. Brad Colbank and Colin Williams on the tackle. The flag on the play.
It'll be a hold against the Bulldogs.
Called for holding. That will negate the run at a 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
So shotgun for Stedman. He'll give it to the receiver. That's Jay McCaw, who gets a nice gain back across the original line of scrimmage.
Grayson Shipman on the tackle. Gain of about 7 on the play. 2nd and 8.
Look at some more scores around the area. At the end of the 3rd quarter, Poquoson leads Tab over in Newport News, Virginia at the end of the 3rd, 14-10. Nans River asserting their dominance over Grassfield, 54-0. Look at the Warriors go. As this run is stuffed, and there you go. Colbank able to make the stop for the Seahawks. Kings Fork out of Suffolk travels to Chesapeake tonight to play Deep Creek. They lead 27-0 over the Hornets. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. Kempsville leading over Bayside 28-7. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. After a 90-yard touchdown rush, by the way. Phoebus up on Denby 35-7. Churchland at the half is dominating Granby 40-0, and things are not looking good for the Granby Comets, who just a year ago was near perfect with the sole loss to Maury. As it's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs. But Churchland looking good. And Green Run doing Green Run things, leading 55-0 over Princess Anne. Tallwood leads 19-7 over Ocean Lakes in the third quarter. Those are all your scores for now. So a shotgun look. And they'll change to a punt formation, actually, and the snap goes over the punter's head. That's Henry Chesson, who recovers it and just falls down onto the ground, and that's a break for the Seahawks as we got 7 minutes and running to go. We're going to hear a quick word from CHKD Sports Medicine.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
Back here live on Cova Sports TV. Norfolk Academy leads commandingly 41-6 over the Seahawks. As Atlantic Shores, this one thrown from Michael Lance to Gurley. Gurley with some room to go and finally pushed out of bounds. And flag on the field. I think this might be unnecessary roughness. That'll stop the clock once again as we have 6.5 minutes to go.
Knocked out of bounds by number 6, Kieran Fulk. There is a flag on the play.
And we also got an injury on the field. And it will be an unnecessary roughness, giving the Seahawks an extra 15 yards onto the play, an automatic first down. I stand corrected, by the way. Earlier I mentioned the Bishop McNamara Maury game, a big one. That's actually happening at Powhatan Field currently, not in Maryland. Bishop McNamara traveled down from Maryland. I thought it was at Maryland, but no, it's at Powhatan Field, so the home crowd for Maury. And it's an electric atmosphere if you've ever been to Powhatan Field in Norfolk. You got the tailgating out there for high school football. It's pretty incredible. Michael Lance going to be by himself in the shotgun, 5 wide. Love when I see a 5 wide set. It's pretty exciting. Trips to the right. Lance going to throw the receiver screen to Josh Sibley. Sibley going to run to about the Bulldog 5-yard line, maybe to the 4.
Knocked out of bounds by Zachary Griffin. Second and 4.
Just over 5.5 minutes to go. Update out of Chesapeake. Western Ranch leads Hickory 30-7 with just over 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bruins looking to improve to 3-0 on the season if they can win that one. Lance gonna hand this one off. Johnson Colbank just short of the goal line.
Brian Colbank on the carry. Tackle led by number 61, Brian Christensen.
He'll be short. And we've got
First and goal, Seahawks.
first and goal, actually, so they had the first down marker right before the goal line. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Maury leads up on Bishop McNamara 14-7. Shotgun. Lance takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and he throws this one incomplete to Josh Sibley.
Lance's pass ball's incomplete. Second and goal.
Second down and goal. Seahawks trying to get points on the board as 4:17 in running remains. This one thrown. Johnson Colbanks will get into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks.
He'll take it into the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
So Atlantic Shores making it 41-12. We'll see if they want to go for two again. In fact, let's see. They will. I don't know. Their formation's always confusing. They like to kind of show two things. Looks like they will be going for two. And Lance going to throw towards the end zone. And that ball is incomplete. So Atlantic Shores not able to get the 2-point conversion. They will get the touchdown though, as it's 41-12. 4 minutes, 1 second remaining. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Cova Sports TV.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
And we're back here live on Cova Sports TV. As Atlantic Shores kicking this one off. That one's kicked off. They trail 41-12. Kickoff takes a bounce and picked up by a Bulldog where he'll fall just past their own 40-yard line. Was a running clock. I believe the clock will be acting as normal now after that Seahawk touchdown.
Kieran Folk on the return. Noah Gallagher on the tackle. First and 10 Bulldogs.
So I'm sure the Bulldogs just looking to run the clock here. By the way, Bishop McNamara just scored a touchdown. They're all tied 14-14 at Powhatan Field. An exciting one for Hampton Roads, I'm sure, trying to see the 7-5-7 win an out-of-state game. Once handed off, and a nice gain. Luke Owens getting the carry.
Luke Owens on the carry.
Kempsville leads 34-0 over Bayside in Virginia Beach. Kings Fork over Deep Creek 27-0, just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Verina, by the way, out of Richmond, leads Norcom 44-0. Rough night for Norcom. 5:18 remain in the third quarter. And Hickory actually just had a kickoff return to the end zone. Hickory getting a kickoff return touchdown, making it 30-13, 7:55 to play in the third quarter over Western Branch. And a couple yard gain on that one.
Luke Owens on the carry. Brad Colbeck on the tackle. Assisted by Tanner Woldridge. 2 on the play. Third and 2.
3rd and 2. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock. 2:22 remains. Man goes in motion. And given to Cam Simmons, brother of Cortland Simmons. He's the junior. Cortland is the sophomore. Both 5'10". That'll be a first down.
Nice game of the play. First down, Bulldogs.
Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Norfolk Academy leads 41-12. We want to once again thank all of you for tuning into Cova Sports TV tonight. I've been Jack Lowe, your play-by-play commentator, alongside Lucas Ponce, our camera operator tonight, and all people doing it behind the scenes here at the Sportsplex and Cova Sports TV. Nick Senti, Chuck Thornton, Dennis McEwen, Garrett Jackson and company. It'll be shotgun. Handed off. Luke Owens finds a gap and will be brought down.
Luke Owens on the carry.
And
Brad Colbank
will be.
And Brody Beasley there to defend.
He will get the first down.
First down, Bulldogs.
I want to mention, be sure to check out the rest of Cova Sports TV after this one. Got a whole lot of content for you. Throughout the week, we'll have field hockey, have more Atlantic Shores football next Friday, and you don't want to miss Hockey Off the Turf with Beanie. Podcast all things field hockey, local in the 757 with Beanie Schleicher. As well as, of course, 757 Saturday Sports Talk every Saturday morning, including tomorrow morning, where Matt Hatfield and Coach Ed Young will be talking it all up 757 as Norfolk Academy takes a knee.
Benton takes the knee.
Be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. As 29 seconds remain, they might have to take one more. I guess not. That'll be able to do it. And Norfolk Academy celebrating as they watch the clock run. 15 seconds to go.
That'll be the final play of the game.
5 seconds to go. And they will let the clock run out, so that's going to do it. Your final score, Norfolk Academy 41, Atlantic Shores 12.
I'd like to thank all of our fans for coming out and supporting our teams tonight.
So that'll wrap us up.
Next Friday night, taking on
Norfolk Academy improves to 3-0 on the season.
May God bless all of you as you head out tonight. Good night.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll wrap it up next right here on Cova Sports TV. And we're back here live on Cova Sports TV as it's final. Norfolk Academy beating Atlantic Shores 41-12. A look at where each team moves next after this. Norfolk Academy improves to 3-0 on the season. So after tonight, they'll go back home to play against St. Christopher's next week. Following that, they'll play Fuma and then get Nansman Suffolk at home as they have a really good season brewing as they're celebrating over there. As for the Atlantic Shore Seahawks, their record moves to 1-3. So after a tough stretch of games, losing 2 in a row, losing last week in overtime to Nansman Suffolk, and now losing to Norfolk Academy, they get to face the defending champs North Cross next week right here at the Sportsplex. That's going to be a rough matchup. They're going to try and take on North Cross at 7 o'clock next week. That'll be streamed right here on Cova Sports TV. After that, they'll be going to play Smith Mountain Lake Academy at SMLCA September the 26th. And following that, October the 4th, they'll be playing at Virginia Episcopal School as the Seahawks looking to get off this 2-game skid. But with that, that's going to wrap up our broadcast tonight. We thank all of you for tuning in tonight. I've been Jack Lowe, your play-by-play commentator, alongside all people doing it behind the scenes here at the Sportsplex, and Lucas Ponce, our camera operator, Chuck Thornton, Nick Senti, Dennis McEwen, Garrett Jackson, and many more. We say so long from the Sportsplex tonight. Again, your final score, Norfolk Academy 41, Atlantic Shores 12. Have a good night, everybody.